What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is the second part to the video I posted last week, and this week kind of gives you guys a visual representation of what I do on a day-to-day on the summit, and also just getting ready and preparing for an internship, your first day at work, and or getting to know more about your business or your company that you work for. So continue to look out for more, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to begin this journey, our shifts are from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's a 12-hour workday, and you have 2 hours off throughout that workday to kind of use for any time. So I didn't usually eat breakfast at 6 a.m. because that's a little too early, but this is me just, preparing for my day. Getting ready. I eat breakfast close around 8 or 9. I do live on the summit, so you have access to the kitchen at any time. You get up and pretty much go eat whenever you want to. We like to compare the summit lifestyle very similar to the ISS, which is like where astronauts live when they go to space. They live there for a couple months, and every day they wake up kind of around their coworkers and live on the ISS. This is very similar to this, where I go to work for 8 days, and when we're on the summit, we're not able to come back down from Wednesday to Wednesday. We have 6 days off. Alright, so my mornings start with me doing the radio AMC hut call, and that's just telling hikers and anybody who, if during the winter time, skiers, anybody who does anything in the outdoors and on the mountains, kind of their weather forecast for the day to give them preparation about how the summit, the bottom of the summit and the top of the summit is going to be. As I've already said, we're 6,288 meters in the air, so weather changes as you go up, and sometimes it can be deadly. So we give them that forecast bright early in the morning at 6 a.m. Actually at 7 a.m. And yeah, prepare them for their day and prepare them for their hike, their walk, their journey up to the summit. So fast forward a little bit on how you can work on getting to know your company better and or the business that you work for. So this right here is a clip of me just taking notes around the summit, as this is the entrance to the museum, and I'm jotting down some notes because I'll be required to give tours around here, and then also too, the summit is really like intriguing to me that I kind of want to know the history behind it and know the facts. So it's just easier to like feel one with your work when you actually know about your business and stuff. So you know about your organization, not necessarily your business, but at the end of the day, it's a business, not mine. I don't own it, but yeah, you know your organization and you know what they stand for, you know their motto. So that is me just taking down notes and familiarizing myself with the history of the summit, and yeah, giving me some some pointers for when I give tours, and making it easier for myself and kind of comprehending and understanding where all this weather is originating from, knowing the past, the present, to look at the future. I will also suggest, as we are all newcomers and starting work, that we really do emphasize like studying our company's background, because a lot of the times interns or new workers get put on the spot about information. They would try to test your ability on how much you know about the company. So yeah, definitely wherever you go, whatever you study, however you view this, use this for your work, and kind of take this back when you find your career wherever you want to be. Kind of apply the same method of just knowing your job, know your career. Like one thing my mom also emphasizes is read what you have to do, because they'll tell you, oh, you're required to do this. It's all in it's all in the package they give you after they hire you. So it's kind of like that. Know about your company. Don't just work for somebody blindly. That's dangerous. But yeah. Okay, so being a researcher, I have to read a lot of journal articles. And usually to start research, you kind of familiarize yourself with a lot of papers. And that is me taking some time out throughout my day and throughout my week to begin reading these articles and finding the background of the research that I'm getting ready to conduct. Like I said, a lot of this is really just familiarizing, and I only want to emphasize that to understand something, you have to be in it, you have to see it from different views. Luckily, the research I'm going to be doing is about the summit, so I get to take tips and stuff from the museum, tips and stuff from the posters around the summit, and also read these articles that have been published by other scientists to kind of form my own ideas and opinions about my research in the future. So as you guys see me jot down a couple of things, I'm still using the same study methods that I used in college and that I'll be using in grad school. Using a ton of colors, highlighters, colorful pens, also taking notes as I'm reading articles. And this, in fact, gives you the opportunity that after you read an article, you shouldn't have to read it, no more than 2 times. 2 or 3 times. And here's why. If you accurately annotate it, you won't have to. You'll have the notes on the side to kind of guide you and take out those key features that you want to take from the paper. Nobody wants to keep reading an 18-page paper over and over and over. So it's extremely important that you annotate it in detail and kind of give yourself, some room that you don't have to return back to the paper. You may have to go back for little things, but at least you'll know exactly where you're going if you actually annotate it properly. I'll drop another video about how I annotate specifically, how I ask myself questions, how I label things with numerous colors, but that's all this is. And yeah. Okay, so like I said, this too, I went down to the museum. At first, I was at the top of the museum, but now I'm actually in the museum, taking more familiarization with the company, and cool facts about the summit. So that, like I said, this is especially for the tour, but too, so that when people ask me questions when I return home, I can actually give you guys some facts and actually tell you guys, some information, because luckily, there's a ton of information here. There's a ton of stories. As the summit has been open for many of years. So, all in all, I'm just, continuously framing all of that by writing down notes. I recently, actually today, just got done typing these all up, which was fun because that was like the second half of now I've seen it and now I've wrote it and now I've typed it up. That's how I help with sticking, how information sticks to my brain, is constantly being exposed to it and constantly kind of making small little notes of it. Another way you can do this if your company doesn't have a news hand specifically, but this is also equivalent to doing research on your company before or after your start date. So recently I had like friends and stuff moving to different locations to tell weather. There's also always good to do like a climatological review. Also, just like recent weather, and look up your city or your area before moving there so that you're going to be a better forecaster and will be prepared. In addition, when it comes to other businesses, I mean, you know why you applied there, but also after you get the job, study the background so that you go in well prepared and you're not asking your boss stupid questions. You're not asking your boss dumb questions because in a sense you already know. At least come in with the bare minimum always, because definitely as a new intern, new employee, they will forever be looking at you and trying to determine how much you know. So why not go out and gather the most information you can for yourself? Yeah, one thing I almost forgot to mention was, it's like, how do I explain? Like, we're taught to like not really read and not want to enjoy reading and stuff. But like another like tip I have is to really teach yourself to enjoy reading and enjoy studying, because you really can learn a lot. So, and it helps me gain ideas on like other things I want to do. So right now I'm just reading projects of past research, and that's pretty much what we do as researchers. Is we have to read a lot of literature to already have knowledge of previous experiments that were done. So I'm slowly just developing the habit of loving to read and loving to expand my knowledge and expand my horizons, because truth be told, that's like, in my opinion, bred it in us to not like reading, to not like math, to not enjoy learning. Like, everybody says it within our community. So yeah, I always just suggest just going against that grain and, forcing yourself to find literature that you love and you enjoy, and find things that you love to learn. Don't, force yourself on certain subjects, but at least try to find what you like and make it work for you. But never just, be ignorant and straight up say, oh, I hate reading. I hate doing math. I hate certain subjects. Like, find that subject within whatever you like and love it that way. Okay, so another thing I want to highlight is also I spent a lot of hours studying. Even undergraduate, I'll be doing this in graduate, and I'm also doing this during the summertime as I work numerous jobs. I spend just looking at the computer, reading articles, and just looking at science. So one thing I always recommend is stepping away. Even if you're gonna find yourself studying, go outside, go move different locations, never stay in the same spot because like I had a bad habit during Zoom University studying in my basement and never going upstairs. And it was really dark and sad, but like I realized getting up and like changing my scenery started making me feel better. I also started to learn more. Like that was the most unhealthy time of studying that like I ever had in my life, which I should have just been in my basement studying, getting no fresh light. So also too, I'm vitamin D deficient, so I find it very good to just go outside and take the work with me, regardless if work still needs to be done, and or taking the work and take going without the work and going and taking the beautiful scenery. Um, Definitely as we all work and begin our new careers and our jobs, just make sure you're going outside and you're seeing outside. It is important to go outside at least once or twice a day. Like go outside, go breathe some fresh air, go interact with people. Don't just be swamped in your work because then you're just gonna lose connection of reality. And I've done that before and that's not fun. So yeah, I'll always promote stepping away. Even if you are busy and have to take the work with you, but be sure to step away and go outside. And luckily here I have a beautiful landscape, so girls get to go outside and look at clouds and look at the just beautiful mountains. And I love that. So yeah. My last little pointer, as I suggested, working numerous jobs. I had to work after hours for my job at Penn State. And one thing I also implement to as looking like a workaholic in the future, still incorporating like family and friends, even though I'm getting work done, especially after hours, and being like a lot more lenient with myself because on the job we're just focus, trying to get stuff done, trying to get things done. But 8 or 9, my parents are calling, my family's looking for me to talk, and I can't really just tell them no. So I definitely try to like incorporate when I'm working and overworking myself, still keeping people on the phone and still answering phone calls, so that I said once again I stay in touch with reality and understand that like it's okay to put your stuff down. Working numerous jobs is not fun, but when you actually like want to do it and you're actually going for two things at one time, you really can't even really tell. But I will say, keeping that family connection open and keeping my family on the phone, I've also found extremely helpful to stay connected with reality and stay in tune with the world. that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Please continue to like and subscribe to my channel and check out new videos as I grow and as I show you guys, this new graduate school life and this fun summit journey. And next up, we have the conference. I have a couple of videos that I will be making and teach you guys what I learned at the conference and what was discussed. So, thank you guys. Please subscribe for more. Give me a like up and yeah, see you guys in the next video.